All right, we need to have a serious talk. A talk about a lie that so many of us are living, whether we realize it or not. A lie about money, about what wealth really is, and what it takes to get it. Because today, we're going to expose the modern traps that are designed to keep you from ever actually getting there.
So the big idea we're diving into today, it's a powerful one. And honestly, it might make you a little uncomfortable. It all kicks off with this simple statement right here.
And there's the punchline, right? This is the core conflict we're digging into. The illusion of wealth versus the reality of it. The whole argument is that for the vast majority of us, it's a direct trade-off. You can't have both.
And look, this isn't just some philosophical question. This is a real, fundamental decision about the kind of life you want to build. It's about what really guides your financial choices, day in and day out. So, what's it going to be?
Okay, so to really wrap our heads around this choice, we first have to really define the problem. So it's time to meet the main character in this whole story, the wealth pretender. Now, this definition, it seems simple, but it's actually pretty deep. Notice it has nothing to do with how much money you make. It's all about where your money goes. Is it flowing towards things that just make you look rich, or is it flowing towards things that actually, make you rich? And the symptoms? Oh, you've definitely seen them. Maybe you've even lived them. It's that constant chase for the newest phone, the designer clothes, the car you can't quite afford. And all the while, your savings account is flatlining and your credit card bill just keeps climbing. It's the financial hamster wheel. Okay, let's get specific. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Where exactly is all this future wealth just vanishing? Well, let's talk about the modern money pits. Take this number, $1,200. Just let that sit there for a second. That right there could be your monthly payment for a brand new luxury car. You know, a car that loses a chunk of its value the literal second you drive it off the lot. That one payment, if you just pointed it in a different direction, could be the rocket fuel for your financial freedom. But for so many people, it's just a really expensive anchor. Okay, next up is something I like to call the logo tax. Just look at this. On the left, you've got a perfectly good, high-quality shirt. On the right, a shirt that's pretty much the same, but with a tiny little logo on it. The price difference? It's just insane. And this just nails the point, doesn't it? Let's be real. Most of the time, you're not paying for better fabric or better stitching. You're paying an enormous fee to advertise for a giant corporation. That's the logo tax. But hey, it's not always the big, flashy purchases that drain our future wealth. Let's zoom way in on a smaller, almost invisible daily habit, the lunch trap. $20 for lunch? It might not feel like a big deal at the moment, but that $15 a day difference between grabbing fast food and just packing your own, if you invested that difference, after just 1 year, that's almost $4,000 that's working for you instead of just disappearing. These tiny leaks, they really can sink the biggest ships.
So that's the problem. That's the trap. But enough about that, right? Let's talk about the solution. This is where it gets really exciting. This is where we make the switch from being a pretender to becoming a builder. It's time to choose your freedom.
And the difference between the two paths is, it's night and day. The wealth pretender's money flows out to liabilities, things that take money out of their pocket. The true wealth builder, their money flows into assets, things that put money into their pocket. So the biggest question you have to ask yourself is, which way is your money flowing? So how do you actually make that switch? Well, it can start with 3 really powerful steps. First, before every single purchase, ask yourself, am I buying this for me, for my own happiness? Or am I buying it for them, for the image? Second, automate your savings. You got to pay your future self first. And third, and this is the huge one, you have to totally redefine what wealth even means to you. And this right here, this is what it all comes down to. True wealth isn't about the stuff you buy. It's about the options you create. It's the freedom to choose your work, to control your own time, to build a life on your terms, not a life dictated by monthly payments.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Take a really hard look at your life and your spending. All the things you own, are they serving you? Or are you serving them? Who or what is really in charge?